lakes can't run anyway. Some days were missed. 10 cakes at Albert's, and Albert's turns into gear, and hours become years. We'll get back to work, right back to work, I swear. Our beakers are still full of beer.
Our Dying Brains. And this is a song that's off a record that we have coming out called Someday. It's coming out on June 10th, and this song is going to be called The Go in the Go For It.
Cut out, well that's when I'd had enough of all their talk and stuff. I had to bring it down to more level ground, where my only company was wind blowing through the tried to wreck, but I just laughed and said, guess who lost the go and the go for it. And they expected that, well, they instead got this, a broken but pretty mess. And what they cared I could care less. My farewell email reads, farewell to thee, I'll pass through your world with ease.
This is going to be another song off of our forthcoming record.
I'm all wrapped up.
Jason's wrapped up like a mummy in guitar cables and piano cables and piano string.
Rap.
Incidentally,
Rap.
this is a fabulous Thunderbird song called Saddest, Vacant Lot in all the world from our brand new record, Someday, out on June 10th.
She's in the kitchen, crying by the oven. It seems she really loved him. And he's so drunk, he's passed out in a Datsun, and it's parked out in the hot sun, in the saddest vacant lot in all the world. Boldly going where he rarely knows, but he'll miss her when he goes. What a shame as she drifts out of reach, while he's still drunk asleep in the saddest vacant lot in all the world.
Nice one, fellas. We're going to play a slightly more upbeat song now, which is also, it's actually the first song on our record that's going to come out in about a week and a half or 2 weeks. And the song is called Now It's On.
Trade my place. I got no reason to be weathered and withering, like in the season of the old me. Bust the lock off the front door. Once you're outside, you won't wanna hide anymore. Front porch. Once it's on, you never want to turn it off anymore. Now it's on. Now it's on. Yeah, might not the dial of you. Found your house and I saw your car. I have no idea where you are from the dial of you. Tire scraps on the federal roads look like crash-landed crows from the dial of you.
Hello, welcome to Dial of You. To locate the area in which you wish to observe, you must program in the longitude and the latitude. For a closer, more detailed picture, use either zoom or the micro zoom controls. Good luck.
I dream at night of going home someday, somewhere so far away. So dream, alright. I know it's gonna take some time. I'm going home someday. 15 years is almost done, and I don't recognize anyone from the dial of you. My home, my friends, and you. I watched them fade, but what can I do from the dial of you?
Hello, welcome to Dial of You. To locate the area in which you wish to observe, you must program in the longitude and the latitude. For a closer, more detailed picture, use either the zoom or the micro zoom controls. Good luck.
I dream at night of going home someday, somewhere so far away. So dream, alright. I know it's gonna take some time. I'm going home someday. I dream at night of going home someday, somewhere so far away. So dream, alright. I know it's gonna take some time. I'm going home someday. I dream at night of going home someday, somewhere so far away. Yeah, so dream, alright. I know it's gonna take some time. I'm going home someday. I dream.
Should we try Levitz?
Why certainly.
That's the sound of a cassette changing. We're cheating. Most of the set is sampled off of a 2-track cassette player. except for Jason's voice and Aaron's snare drum. That's all real time.
Right to say that I ain't showing up, 'cause I got pictures at my home and doors that transform me alone. Sunny day should leave a message on my phone. I don't think I'm gonna miss you much. I've got dials and knobs, soft to the touch. All your lectures will become converted into static hum. Sunny day should leave a message on my phone. No to sleep or chance to dream. In those joyous scenes, the laughter and the follies that are locked away inside my head, inside my head. I wanna sleep underneath the weeping willow as it cries all night quietly. Its tears all around me. I'll sleep there so soundly until I'm allowed finally to wake and be happy again. Be happy again. I just got a severe shift in mix. It's sort of uninspiring too. I keep getting shocked by the microphone, which is interesting, but we'll get through it.
It's Morning Becomes Eclectic. You guys all right in there?
So,
You okay?
Hi, Micah.
I think so.
Is there a shock coming through a piece of equipment or something?
Well, luckily there's a big foam pad. Every time any other part of my body touches this, I get blasted. So.
All right. Well, maybe they can take a look at that while we're having a quick break here. It's Grandaddy on Morning Becomes Eclectic. Jason Lytle, Kevin Garcia, Jim Fairchild, Tim Dryden, and Aaron Birch. And, well, let's just do a quick little conversation while they're taking a look at that, and then we'll get back to the music, because we're actually running a little later this morning. Give me some background on Grandaddy. I think that the band's been together about 10 years or so, right?
Yeah, if not a little more. The original three, Jason and Kevin and Aaron, probably have 11 or 12 years, and Tim and I are the new guys. Tim's been in the band slightly longer than I have, and we're about 8 or 9 years apiece right now.
Now, Modesto, California is where Grandaddy is from originally, right? And the music is clearly informed by Central California.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think it would pay too many dividends for us to sit around and figure out exactly how it's informed us and what it contributes to the music, but it certainly does. And I think maybe on this record more than ever, there's lots of Modesto songs. It's kind of a bleak place, and even songs like the Saddest, Vacant lot in all the world, that's kind of I don't know, that's prototypical Modesto.
Well, when you say it's bleak, I mean, did you grow up there? I'm talking with Jim,
we grew
right?
up there,
Yeah.
and we grew up there, and we still live there for some odd reason. It's a convenient place for us to do what we do within our work, which is recording and maybe sometimes getting away from the industry of it all. It's very easy to shut your phone off there and not have the threat of anybody contacting you about deadlines and things like that. Jason actually changed his phone number 2 or 3 times during the recording of this record, and it made it a lot easier for work to get done, I think.
Just so you could just get on with it and not be harassed or bothered by the outside of getting a record done in time and all that kind of stuff.
The only downfall of that was I forgot to tell my mom what my new phone number was, and I get in trouble.
Yeah, that could be a drag. Now, I also understand that pretty much all of Grandaddy's work has been recorded in whatever house, Jason, you've been living in, right? It's all done at home.
Yeah, since the beginning.
Is there something about that just makes it easier for you to be able to just sort of get up and do it at home rather than going into a studio and all that kind of stuff?
He's getting shocked again.
Shock me. It's sort of... I got into music in the first place just because I love recording, and then I've always kind of considered recording like an integral part of... in production, a very integral part of like making a song the best it can be. And sometimes if you have too many outside people around you, it's just things just get watered down and too many influences, and it's really easy to lose focus. So I could never imagine it being any other way. And we've come this far, and the albums keep becoming better sounding, so we might as well just stick to our guns and stick with a good formula, or a formula that works for us. I
was reading where you said you feel like the band has kind of arrived with this album, that everything you've done has led up to this.
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
It feels like a plateau. I think it feels like a plateau to all of us.
That's okay. I mean, I know it's a little early
but it was. I mean, it's in a way. I actually did. I spent a lot of time throughout the whole album. Kind of, I needed a new approach. I needed a different way to go into this album than any other album, and I realized that listening to no other music was something that I'd never done before, and I was basically just going through the backlog of like Grandaddy stuff, and found myself sort of, in a way, I was trying to reassure myself that everything that we've done is valid, and there has been, consistent themes, and we've been on the right track, and I was just kind of looking for that reassurance, and the next thing you know, I realized that music that I was hearing of our past catalog started bleeding into
what is like the album material that the new album, and then so in a way it was great. I found myself plagiarizing my own self, which is great with no legal ramifications.
Yeah, it's fair. You can get away with that. Is everything okay in there with the equipment before we go back? Because we're kind of running out of time, and I just want to make sure you guys are all right.
Sure.
Yeah?
I'll just make sure I don't touch anything that has metal on it.
Okay.
How much time do we have exactly?
We've got probably about 10 or 11 minutes, so if you want to sail into the next couple of songs, and then we'll see where we're at, and maybe if we run out of time, because we do have to come back and do a giveaway and do all our stuff at the other end here, maybe you could record the other couple of tracks for us afterwards, if you want to.
Sure.
I'll leave it with you. Do you want to do the first couple of songs, and then we'll see how we're looking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Grandaddy on Morning Becomes Eclectic.
This one's called Minor at the Dial View. It's off a record we made called The Software Slump.